Hey guys, welcome back to another Carsonian Beans video. We're going to be continuing our NFL predictions today. We are doing our third team. We've done the Chiefs, we have done the Raiders, and now we are doing the Chargers. The Chargers are a pretty good team. I mean, they got Herbert in the draft, and now they've got Taylor. They shipped Philip Rivers off to the Colts, or let him go. The Colts got him. I'm just going to see if that was a good decision. All right. Wait, let me see something. Never mind. Um, so yeah, here we go. Week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. This should be Joe Burrow's first game in the NFL. I mean, it's going to be probably, since they probably going to cancel the preseason for good reason, this will probably be his first time on the field as a Bengal. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised when they do cancel, or if they do cancel the preseason, if we see Ryan Finley for like the first half for like this game. But we're gonna pretend they don't. Chargers, they've got a pretty good wide receiver unit, really to help out Herbert. They've got Austin Eckler on that offense, Hunter Henry. Their offense is pretty good. Their defensive line is pretty stacked too. The only downside is in my opinion, their secondary is not very good, which shouldn't be a problem here against a rookie quarterback. I'm going to give this one to the Chargers. I think this one would be a pretty easy one. And then in week 2, such a big difference between these two teams at this point. The Chiefs, I have a feeling Patrick Mahomes, he's got, what's his name? I forgot his name, but he's got some weapons on offense, and, I mean, he's a weapon himself. I feel like, they could take advantage of the Chargers, their secondary isn't the worst. It's not bad, really. It's just meh, and I feel like the Kansas City will be able to take advantage of that. Definitely could see a Chargers win here. Week 3 against Carolina. This is a team that did work pretty hard on their defense during the offseason. They got Teddy Bridgewater, hoping to they spent all their draft picks on defense, but I just don't see them pulling out a win against the Chargers. And then they've got another hard team here in week 4 against the Buccaneers. And I'm still saying that Tyrod Taylor is still in here. Okay, I'll let you guys know when I think Herbert's going to jump in, because I think he's going to jump in sometime in the middle of the season. We'll just have to see. All right. And then we're up against Tampa Bay. We've got Tom Brady, and they don't have a very good running game. So I think the Chargers will be able to shut down Ronald, I think that's his name, their running back, Ronald Jones, I think. Is it Ronald Jones? It's somebody. I think Tampa Bay will have no running game. I think this will be a pretty good game. Could go either way. I'm gonna say that since the Chargers only have Taylor in there, I'm gonna give this one to the Buccaneers. And then we've got another hard one against New Orleans, and I feel like New Orleans is gonna tear them up. Yeah. Then they go up against the Jets. They've got a pretty easy street here, so I feel like this is around the area where they're gonna put in Herbert, because these three teams, they just went through. You obviously don't want to stick your rookie quarterback in and have him play against teams like the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, and the Saints this year. That is not when you want him. So you let Tyrod Taylor deal with all that. You get them, they're 2-3, and then you set them up with 3 games that should be won by this team. And then you kind of just let him get into it. But we're still going to talk about it. Maybe he loses. So week 6, he's got a rookie quarterback on there. If you watch my rookie quarterback rankings, I actually had him at like 6th with all the rookies, a lot of undrafted quarterbacks in front of him. So I think it'll take him a bit to get into this, but also I had Sam Darnold at dead last in my quarterback rankings. I think he's very bad. He could very well prove me wrong. But right now it's not looking too well. So I'm gonna give the Chargers their first win here. I feel like they'll shut down Le'Veon Bell. I don't think the Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a shutout right here. I think it'll be low scoring no matter what, because I feel like, with Herbert coming in, their offense is weak. I feel like the Jets won't be able to get anything done. Sam Darnold won't be able to take advantage of the secondary situation, and I mean, Le'Veon Bell won't be able to go anywhere. So yeah, Herbert gets a pretty, no, I wouldn't say easy. It might be like 6-0, very low scoring win here. Probably feeling pretty good about himself. Then he goes against Miami. Rookie quarterback against rookie quarterback. What is happening to my mouse here? Give me a second. I'm gonna pop that out. Pop it back in. Boom. We're back to business. And against Miami, the Chargers, they've got a pretty strong. I feel like Tua. I feel like he's gonna get sacked a lot. I feel like this will be a bad game for Tua. He might not actually be starting now because they might actually see that they're playing the Chargers and they might put in Ryan Fitzpatrick. Either way, I feel like the Chargers pull out the win here. And then ignore Week 18, that's the playoffs. We're not going to do those yet. And then in Week 8, at the halfway point in the season, against Jacksonville, coming off of a bye week. They've got if that's what that bed means, by the way, coming off of a bye week. It's somewhere. I don't know. I was trying to find proof, but I'm not making this crap up. Yeah, it's whatever. So, I just feel like the Chargers are on a whole nother tier that I'm going to give this one to them. So, he's 3-0 as a rookie right now. Right before their bye week, they go up against Las Vegas. I'm doing something. Sorry, someone's knocking on my door. And I feel like this is a good one because I feel like Derek Carr can probably take his team to the playoffs. Maybe like one more time or whatever in his career. I feel like it's the end. So I could definitely see. I think the Chargers are probably going to split with the Raiders. And since, the Chargers are at home in this one, I'm not going to do that just yet. So that we can actually, see 6-3, 7-3. So now they go up against Denver. This is the first time they're playing Denver, coming off of a bye week against Drew Lock, and unless Drew Lock takes that second-year step, he'll be a pretty okay quarterback. I mean, he can run, the man can move. He didn't do much last year. He did play 5 games, but he only threw for like a little over 100 yards in each of those. He did a lot of running. Their team did a lot of running. So, in this one, at this point, it's week 11. They're probably going to be throwing the ball just as much. And I feel like Drew Lock was at the lower part. They're on a 4-game winning streak here. He was on the lower part of my quarterback rankings video, but I feel like at home against a rookie quarterback, I feel like Denver can pull a stunner on everyone and beat the Chargers, knocking on a 6-4 going into the final stretch. If they had won that game, it would have been pretty easy to make the playoffs. There's such a big difference between 7-3 and 6-4. Alright, and then we've got the Chargers against the Bills, who were my number 1 power ranked team. This team is insane. And I think they're at home coming off of a bye week. If they put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen, and they stop the running, they got to put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. Their cornerbacks have got to step it up, cover, Stephon Diggs, get him all covered. And if their rookie running back doesn't work out, I feel like the Chargers could pull something off with Herbert, but I don't feel like that could happen now. All right, so now they're 6-5. They've gone from on top of the world at 6-3. They've gone ups and downs. They've gone from 2-3 to 6-3, and now down 6-5. Now going up against the Patriots. Are they going to be a .800 team of this, or are they going to jump up to 7 wins and try to make it into the playoffs with this pretty tough schedule ahead of them? And they had an easy streak here, and they took advantage of it, but we're going to see if they're really a good team in this part. All right. The only reason they're 6-3, never mind. All right. So going up against New England, which has one of the best defenses, Herbert's going to have a hard time. I feel like Cam Newton, I don't think he'll be able to move very much. I feel like, I mean, they do have what's his name? They've got James White in there, they've got another guy too though. I don't know. I just feel like the Patriots gonna win this one. 6-6 now. Oh, all their hope has been yanked out from underneath them again. But they've got the Falcons next week. I feel like they pull that one off. I already said that they're gonna go 1-1 with the Raiders. Now they lose that one. Back to 7-7, just like that. All right, now they've got 2 games left against Denver. I feel like at home against Denver, I had the Broncos barely pulling out one here, but I feel like later in the season, Drew Lock will have started to morph into a pretty good quarterback at this point. So I feel like this will be a really hard game for the Chargers to win, but I feel like they can do it. And now they're 8-7. This is probably going to be, once again, ignore Week 18. This is going to be a very, if this is this point in the season, this will be a very interesting game to watch. I mean, they've sat there. Herbert also, I forgot to mention with Denver, Herbert is also getting better. At this point, Herbert is in this offense. Meanwhile, back in Week 2, it was just Tyrod Taylor. I feel like Herbert actually, I feel like Herbert 9 weeks into him being with the Chargers is going to be better than Tyrod Taylor. So I'm actually going to give this one to the Chargers here. I mean, I even had this in my Chiefs videos. This isn't just me being nice to them. So, yeah. That's how I have it. And the season 9-7, kind of flexing all over Phillip Rivers. Saying like, hey, look, we don't need you. We're going to see how the Colts going to do. But that's look at this. This would be an interesting playoff game. Very interesting. Of course, if you look over here, I haven't done the Colts yet. If you're looking forward to me doing the Colts, you want to see that. If you're looking forward to my playoff predictions, you want to see that. If you just hate my predictions and you want to see how bizarre, weird, and crazy they could possibly get, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified for all my videos. Like the video, that helps me out a lot. Comment, tell me just how badly I did. Go to Playoff Predictors, do your own, and then share it with me at my Twitter, at Feel2Duck is F1, or just look up Carsonian Beans. It's in my description too. I will retweet it, show it to someone. I'll put it in a video. If I get enough of them, like if I have like 5 people send them to me, I'll make a video on them, looking at everything. Like looking at like your week by weeks or whatever. Giving my thoughts on them. So if you want to be in a video, do that. I've also got a Patreon that you can support. I'm trying to start a podcast, so if I get enough patrons on there, which right now I don't have any, and I don't really expect to get any, but I really need the money, because I'm too young to have a job. I'm not 16 yet. However old I need to be. If I could have a job, I probably wouldn't, because I'm too lazy. I need to buy a microphone, I need to pay for hosting. Of course, I do chores, but it's whatever. So, you want to hear me do a podcast? You want to hear more of me? Give me video ideas. I'm kind of running out of ideas, as you can tell by the crappy uploads I've been doing. I did a vlog kind of thing. I uploaded today, I think. So, thank you guys so much for viewing. I will see you guys in the next one.